I've talked about this before. Don't know if people really saw it ever. Some people did. But oh my god, it's such a passion of mine to shit on Ya0i. Because it's shit! The same goes for like fanfictions and Wattpads and whatnot. I have not read those. I was never a Wattpad or fanfiction girly. The only two I've read have been In Another Life, a haiku fanfiction, made me cry. It did. And a fucking Reader X love. I was curious! But where I draw the line is Ya0i. Not absolutely everything. I have a couple favorites. And BL is obviously just way better. He's more tame. Whatever. But oh my god. This is gonna be more of a rant video because I've already made one before that was more scripted. I had a script, actually. Basically ditched that after that video, but it pisses me off so much when I see things pop up in my feed about certain yaois that I hate with a passion. Such a passion. I just had to pick up my microphone and make this, okay? I don't have no script. I don't have any thoughts going into this. I just have to bring it up because it's foul. It's gross. And when I hear people say that they like these mangas, get the fuck out. I don't want to hear from you. I don't. Because, oh my god, okay. Let's start with one of the most popular currently, I think. I don't know. Jinx. Talked about it before. It's in the thumbnail. I hate it. I hate it so much. I just got, like right before this, a short recommended on my YouTube feed about it. And it's not the first time. It keeps popping up. And I keep clicking on it because I'm like, what the fuck is happening now? Can it get any worse? Yes! Yes, it can. I mean, some people might be like, no, it's getting better. The relationship between them is getting better. I'll explain. But, no, it's not. It's not. I don't think you understand, like, the mental problems that goes into this. Okay? If you don't know what Jinx is, it's a yaoi from the same creator as BJ Alex. Don't know their name. Don't care to know their name, even though I have the first BJ Alex volume in Korean. I refuse to look at it. I refuse to look at it. It's about a physical therapist and a boxer. Okay? The physical therapist works multiple jobs to sustain his, like, life, obviously, and his grandma dying in the hospital, so he needs the money. Obviously, just a setup for all of this, okay? Of course, there's a character that is in debt, and when he gets offered money, he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to take it. You know? It's obvious where this is going. You know? And then he gets offered to help this, like, world-famous boxer or whatever to, like, at least once do it, like, you know. And this boxer guy is so fucking mean. Oh my god. But of course people excuse that because no, he's hot. Oh no, the art style is good. He looks like a fucking stick. It's not good. He's so stiff. You would think a boxer would be in better shape than that. No, it's the art style, you know? The art, yeah. It infuriates me, okay? There's this whole thing. So the physical therapist does his job as he's instructed to do. And then he, I accidentally groped this man. Oh no. And he's like, oh my god. And the other guy's like, what the fuck are you doing? And He's like, sorry. It's not his fault you have it out. Gross piece. And, okay. Things happen. And he's like, okay, I want this dude to be my physical therapist, you know? And he calls him over one day. And is like, hey, I need a session. Like, I have like a competition tomorrow or some shit. So he goes over to this guy's place and he sees him like argue with the person that like storms out. He's like pissed. So he walks in and the boxer dude just offers like like the physical therapist is there. He thinks he's about to do his job, obviously. But no. He's made to sleep with the boxer dude instead because he's like, oh, if I sleep with a person before my competition, I always win. Sure. Sure you do. And for like a whole chapter, maybe even 2, I don't remember. I blocked that part out of my brain. But I'm here talking about it, so it's just gonna make it worse. But the whole time, just pain. And he's telling him to stop. He's literally sobbing on the bed, crying out in pain. And this dude is like, shut up and suck it up, bitch. Makes me so mad. And then and I see these aesthetic posts and like people cosplaying the boxer dude and like aesthetic profile pictures. That was abuse. And you're just gonna be like, no, it's cute because he's hot. Like it's fine, he's hot. No, it's not okay. Plus, he's also, in a different scene, vulnerable in the fucking shower with this boxer man, with other people in the room. He doesn't want to be there, he doesn't want to do that. But he's like, no, it's like, you listen to me. No. So after, because he gets paid for sleeping with him. So he can, like, help his grandma. His grandma dies. Because of course she does. So then it was all for nothing. But now he's already entangled with this man. I haven't read anymore. I saw this on TikTok that she died. And I was like, okay, good. Now get me out of this. And it's like, if people try to defend it by being like, no, but they're better now. The relationship is better now. Like, he's nicer now. No, he's not. That fucking Stockholm Syndrome, bitch. No. He still did what he did. It's not okay because, no, he's nicer now. That doesn't make any of it any better. Does it? No. No, it does not. And since I brought up BJ Alex earlier, I will talk about that too, because it's abuse there too, because of course it is. In the beginning, we have this dude who is, what was his name? Donghyun, I think, something like that. He's really into watching these cam guys, you know, like cam girls, but dudes, obviously. And he's really into this one dude. His, like, name on the platform is BJ Alex. And he finds out eventually that that guy on the screen is the same guy at his school. And he confronts him about it later. Like, a lot of things happen and he confronts him. This fucking guy pushes Donghyun against the wall with such a powerful force, and it's like, don't you ever fucking talk about that again. Huh? That's just fine. You're just gonna go along. Like, they get married in the end. But he still did that. And he is mean. Like, not super mean. Like, it gets better, in quotations, whatever. But still, he has such a temper. But it's like, no, it's okay, because he's hot. It's not okay. And about the side couple, because of course there's a side couple in this one. I think it probably is in Jinx too, but I am not reading that shit ever again, okay? I'm not doing it. I'm curious, because I hate it so damn much, to see where it's going, but I'm not gonna pick it up and read it. If I'm forced to do it against my will, by like TikTok or some shit, fine. But I'm not picking it up to read it. I'm not paying on like, what is it even called? Lensin? Whatever the fuck. I'm not paying money to read this shit, okay? Never. Never. But the side couple is Donghyun's friend and a dom. Like, it's a sub and dom relationship. In the beginning, the dom just doesn't fucking care. You know, he just does whatever. And the dude starts crying. Like, he's like, this is fucking awful, dude. Like, this hurts. This is not what I wanted. And it's like, that's not how you do relationships. It's not like pain turns into a happily marriage. Like, because it's not a happily ever after, okay? Even though it might seem like it, it's just gross to romanticize it and just be like, oh, if you're abused, it's gonna get better later. Excuse me. No, it won't. It will not. I'm probably just gonna end up repeating a lot of the things that I did in my other video because they're such prominent examples of why Ya0i fucking sucks. And why, whenever I read it, I reread the same ones. Because they're good, and they don't have any of this bullshit in it. Like Dekoboko Sugar Days. Oh my fucking god, it's so cute, it's so good, it's best friend to lovers. Like, they find out they like each other. The dude takes him out on a date, and it turns out great. I haven't read the sequel. I know there's some drama, but I, like, in the book, not around it, but I haven't read it yet. I'm planning to buy it, but I haven't done it yet. Bloodlink, still a bit on edge, like, with, you know, if you've read it, you know what I mean, but it's not in the same realm as all of this shit, you know? It's weird. Bloodlink is fucking weird. I started rereading it not long ago and I had to stop. I was like, this is actually weird. I've read this like twice, but now it's actually weird, you know? Jackass is also one that has a lot of drama, and is friends to lovers as well. There's a lot of back and forth in that one, but I still enjoy it to a degree, you know? Then you have, like, one of the ones I really regret buying, which I already talked about in my other one, but it's Cast Day Heaven. Oh my fucking god, I want that thing to burn in hell forever. For an eternity. Okay? Cause, if you don't know about it, I'm gonna give you a quick summary of at least the first volume because that's the only one I bought, and I regret it so fucking bad, but who am I gonna sell that to? Maybe I should burn it. Maybe I should upload a short of me burning that shit, because it's shit. It's a pile of flaming hot garbage, and it will literally be on fire. I am Satan himself, and I am sending that to eternal hell. Okay? Yeah. Now let me explain, because that was a pretty big, like, build up, obviously. At school, already a red flag. A school, a high school. Don't remember how old these kids are, but if they're under 18 or under 20, ew. Ew. They have a system at the school. The students made it and the teachers just think it's fine, I guess. I don't know. Where I think once a month or something like that, they put out just plain playing cards, like with the hearts and spades and clovers and whatever. Put those around the school to, like, for a hierarchy. If you get the king, you're on top. Like, obviously. And I think if you get the ace or some shit like that, you're at the very, 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 very bottom. I don't remember if it was the ace or the joker. Don't care. And this one dude has been on top because he's been cheating and like getting other people to find him the king card this whole time. So he suddenly gets bamboozled and is sent straight to the bottom. This dude is an asshole, basically. He just uses women because he can. In what way? You can tell what way it is. Yeah. It's pretty obvious. So when he gets sent to the bottom and his friend, who was kind of like under him, like a maid, I don't know, is suddenly at the top, he wants revenge, basically. Like, that was the whole thing. He wanted revenge on his friend for whatever. And the way he does that is by using him after school hours. Tying him up in a classroom and using him. Obviously against his will. And I think it keeps going. Like, I think that becomes like a normal thing. Gotta love it. No, we don't. Also, for people who don't understand the appeal of reading Ya0i, it's kind of like projecting your relationships like onto people, but other like fictional characters, obviously. Like, you feel for them, or it's like fun to read. If they have action and like, or horror or something, so fun. Killing Stalking is not a Ya0i. Don't bring that up. And like, it's cute to read, it's wholesome sometimes. But it's also like people are fetishizing it, which is a whole other can of worms. I am not in that can, and I am not a worm. I don't understand that, and I don't want to research it because it's fucking weird. Or people who just read it for the spicy scenes. But then claim to be like a feminist or whatnot. Like, men aren't allowed to watch women. You're doing the exact same thing. I'm not saying people are like that. I'm just, you know, putting it out there. I don't know. But there are also mostly women writing these things, and apparently it's like a common thing to project your experiences or wants in relationships in these. What is wrong with women then if they just want to be abused? What is this? I don't understand, and I hate it so damn much. Like, every time I see Jinx pop up anywhere on my phone, I have to just close it, take a breath, and refresh the page. Just get away from me. Get away from me. There's also another really, really weird one that I don't know if I can even talk about on YouTube. It was called Daddy Tastes Like Butter or something like that. It was really weird. I barely even remember it. I just know that this mafia guy like wanted someone to replace someone. So this dude had to like dress up as a dog or some shit and like butter off, yeah. And then he finds out that the person he was replacing wasn't a person at all, it was a dog. So he was acting like a dog because he was a dog's replacement. Ew! Ew! I don't know why I read that. I don't know why I read that. And every day I regret it. Every fucking day. I did make a list of other things I've read. Yeah, it's bringing back some interesting. Yeah. Do I have to bring it up? Do I have to bring up Painter of the Night? Or is it obvious that that one is just as bad as all the others I talked about? Cause it is. Nakyum gets just tortured, basically, by this man for not painting. For not painting men having intercourse, he gets punished for it. And like, it's set back in like ancient, well maybe not ancient, I don't know, just old Korea. It's, I feel so bad because Nakyum is such a poor, innocent soul, and this guy is just abusing him because, oh, you don't want to paint? Let's see what you feel after this. Like waterboarding him and shit. It's like, oh my god. No. No. It's just... It's disgusting, obviously. It really is. And I didn't want to bring this one up either, Roses and Champagne, because I used to be really into it in the beginning, but near the end, holy fuck, dude. I really don't remember much of it. It's just this one. I don't remember if he's a lawyer or what the fuck he's supposed to be. He meets up with this dangerous... is he a mafia? I don't remember. All I remember is that towards the end, of course, the bottom is used against his will for a long period of time. And then he's like, no, I forgive you. No, you don't. You don't forgive anyone for that. Jesus. It's... a lot of the time, you get a good story, and a good relationship, and a good dynamic out of these. But other times, it's just smut. Really bad toxic relationships. And Stockholm Syndrome. Or the characters are just so fucking two-dimensional that the only reason the comic was made was for smut, basically. Like, that's why I have a select few I read and barely branch out. Because all of the all the Ya0is, Ya0is too. I read a disgusting one about a teacher and a student. Ew. Ew. fucking disgusting, dude. It's like, aren't they supposed to be cute? Like, BLs are definitely way better. Like, 19 days? I don't know if... I haven't read it in a really long time because it updates like every fucking day. But from what I remember, it was really fun and cute. There was action. Some blood. You're not into that. You can tell they are characters. Like, they're people but drawn, basically, you know? They're not just there to be there. And to, like, for the author to project their disgusting things, like, onto them, you know? It's... every time I go on very legal websites to read, I just see all these disgusting ones. Like, you can tell by the picture on the front, or if you click on it, you can see like the tags or people in the comments giving trigger warnings about what's in it. That's not a good thing. Like, it ruins your perception of relationships in general. Like, it fucks you up, and it did for me, which is why now, recently, I'm only realizing that the things I read weren't actually good for me, you know? For anyone, really, unless you're really fucked up in the head. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I like killing stalking, but not for the reason you think. I said earlier it's not a yaoi, and it's not. It's not a yaoi, and it shouldn't be labeled as such, because it's a horror manga. It's someone being kidnapped and used against his will by the person he has a crush on, and willing to do whatever Sang-woo tells him to do because he doesn't want to lose him. He doesn't have anyone else. His uncle is disgusting and has used him too. So it's all about, like, his mentality. Like, he tries to get out, but he can't. You know? Even in the end, when Sang-woo is dead, he's burnt, he's gone forever, he's in ashes, he still holds on because he was all he had. Because Sang-woo did seem to care for him a little bit here and there. Like, that one time in the bed at the hotel when he cried. Of course that stings, you know? But he's still not a good person. He killed many people. He kidnapped you. He used you. He hurt you. But it's all about his fucked up brain after that. Like, he is crying, holding a ring. He wanted to marry Sang-woo, but of course he can't. I'm not going to mention the other thing he did in the ashes because that's gross. And then, at the end, maybe Yunbum dies. Maybe he doesn't. We don't know. But people who think of that story as a yaoi, get out. It's not. Because did you realize that Sang-woo only found Yunbum slightly attractive in one way or another? I don't know. When he was wearing girl clothes. Exactly. Sang-woo is a disgusting person, and I'm glad he's dead. But whenever I reread it, I do cry. But I do not romanticize it. It is a horror and psychological, like, I don't know if you should call it a psychological thriller or a psychological horror, but it is one of them. But it should not be labeled as anything remotely close to a romance or yaoi. So why are these other ones called that? I don't know. Because it's manipulation, basically. It's like, oh, I want you to sleep with me, and then I'm gonna throw you out, but you're gonna come running back to me. I know you're going to. Ew! Ew, ew, ew. I can't speak for all Wattpads or fanfictions and stuff, but I'm sure it's a lot of the same things. Like 50 Shades of Grey is just... Never watched it, never will. Maybe I should have a live stream where I watch that shit because... I don't know. I've talked about this a lot, I know, but oh my god, it infuriates me so much. It's a passion of mine to just ramble on and on and on and on and on about why I hate these types of yaoi, because they're not yaoi. It's psychological torment with guys having sex. That's all it is. I swear to God. And I hate it so much. So much. Just needed to get that off my chest. I didn't know what else to upload today, so this is obviously what I ended up doing. I know people like to listen to my videos, so maybe that gave you a thrill. I don't know. I just hate it, okay? And if you want to check out my other video, do that, but I didn't have this microphone then, so it's gonna be shittier. It's probably a good thing I remade it, kind of, anyways, but... I really should do a deep dive, but I don't know if I'm going to. I've read some obscure ones. Maybe I should make a fucking iceberg of all this shit. Also, announcement for people who didn't see my community post or watched my last video, which please don't do that. I'm really embarrassed that is out for the public to see. I opened an Etsy store. It's open for pre-order for acrylic keychains of my alien girl OC, and there will probably be more. Damn, talk too much. There will definitely be more on there, but I just don't know what kind of products or what kind of characters people want to see from me, like, you know. But I'm planning to make sticker bundles, but we'll see what happens. I will leave everything I have down in the description because I have some commission info. I have adoptables, if anyone's interested in that. They're on my Instagram and TikTok. And I also have a Ko-Fi and Artistry if people want to commission me. Or you can just DM me or add me on Discord. But that was a chaotic video, I know. But it's so... Yeah. So... I will see you at some point in the future. Maybe a little calmer than I was this time. And if you have any ideas for me, like video ideas, please let me know. And if there's anything you want to see for a 1,000 subscriber special, let me know, because I'm so excited and I'm planning things for when we get there. It's gonna be amazing, I hope. Hope you have a good Valentine's Day, if you celebrate it or care about it at all. I don't really, so. But, have a good rest of your day. Hope you didn't watch this in the morning, because that's gonna ruin your whole day. But, yeah, I'll see you next time.